Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a slow, relaxing, comfortable breath. As you breathe in, feel that relaxation going in through your nose into your lungs. And as you exhale, feel a wonderful sense of release. That somehow tension, stress or worries just feels like it's leaving your body in that outward breath. Notice the deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you feel. And just imagine a bright white healing light. A light of infinite resources where anything is possible. Imagine breathing in that bright white light in through your nose, filling your lungs. And imagine this white light healing your lungs, and allow your heart to distribute this wonderful feeling of resourcefulness to every cell in your body. And as you exhale, just imagine that anything you've been holding on to that is not useful, that is causing stress or tension, or even just incongruency, is melting away. And imagine it leaving your body in your outward breath as a dark, shadowy color. Breathing in bright white light, exhaling shadows, as it feels just by breathing in and breathing out, a transfusion of emotions, enabling you to feel deeper and deeper relaxed. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine finding a photograph of a beach, maybe a beach you've been to. That photograph could be printed or on a screen. And just stare into the image of the beach. See the beach on a sunny day with blue skies. Perhaps golden sands or white sands, calm waters. And when you could imagine an image of a beach, let me know by nodding your head. And then as you breathe in and breathe out, just imagine stepping into the image and wearing whatever clothing is suitable to be on that beach. Just imagine what it would feel like to feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Imagine how it would feel to feel the sand beneath your feet. And maybe you could imagine hearing the gentle breaking of the waves. Just imagine being on that beach. Sunny day, a few fluffy white clouds. Feeling that you're away from it all. Nothing to do, nothing to think of, just a place to be. A place within your imagination where anything is possible. Because it isn't real. It's just a place where you're going to create a change. To leave something behind that isn't serving you anyway. So you can move forward, living a life aligned with your highest values. I want you to imagine somewhere on this beach, this private beach, is a lounger that overlooks the sea, looking out over the waters to the horizon where the sky meets the sea. a comfortable lounger. And imagine placing yourself on this lounger. And the moment you lie down, feel like you're letting go of any tension, any stress, any worries. Breathe in this vibrant white light, healing your body from the inside and exhaling anything that is holding you back. As I count down from 5 to 1, just imagine drifting off to a dream-like sleep there on that lounger. And maybe you can recall a time in your past where you've done that. You've had a nap on a beach and you've drifted off and had the best nap of your life. So 5, just allow all of the tension in your face to be released. Eyelids, forehead, and jaw, just release that tension now. And then 4, focus your attention on the muscles in your neck and your shoulders. And as you breathe in that relaxation, just allow any tension, any stress in your neck and shoulders to just melt away now. 4 becomes 3, and just feel your arms and legs are feeling limp, loose and heavy there on that lounger on that beach, enabling you to feel so relaxed. And then 2, just imagine that healing white light relaxing all of your internal organs, your lungs, your heart, your stomach, all the way down into your gut. Just feel so relaxed now. And then 1, feel a wave of relaxation going from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes, all the way back up and down to the tips of your fingers, as you imagine what it would feel like to drift off into a dreamlike sleep. And I want you to imagine drifting off to a place in your present where you have an unexpected visitor. Someone from your past, perhaps your mother. Imagine being in your own home and there's a knock on the door. And just imagine this person from your past arrives at the very point where you have a vape in your hands. I want you to see the expression of satisfaction, of righteousness, as this person recognizes perhaps a chink in your armor, something they can attack you with. Maybe they know you work in health and wellness, and yet here you are vaping. I want you to hear that specific tone, perhaps a mocking or critical tone. Perhaps you can imagine a specific place where you would normally vape and hear this person telling you how you will never be able to quit this, that you're a fraud, a fake, a hypocrite. Hear the glee, the satisfaction, the joy in their tonality. And notice, the more they tell you that you can't quit this thing, the more that it activates a deep part of your subconscious mind that time and time again has proven them wrong. Imagine exactly what they would say to criticize, to tell you what you can't do. And when it gets to the point where something has been awakened, something that is desperate to prove that person wrong, when that part awakens, let me know by nodding your head. Just allow them to keep laughing and mocking, saying the very things as to what you can't do. And maybe Maybe they tell you what a bad role model you are for your daughter. That your client shouldn't trust you. And the more they say it, the more you would love to prove them wrong. And when you reach that point of resolve, let me know by nodding your head. And I want you to smile, knowing you've unlocked the resources you need, and tell them. Tell them they can come back at any point in time, because it doesn't matter when they come back. You won't be vaping anymore. And hear their response. And their response is, you'll fail. You'll try for a few days. You won't be able to stick to it. And notice, the more they tell you you can't, the more you feel this resolve to prove them wrong. Imagine they leave. And then imagine going to perhaps a room that you would do a Zoom call with clients. I want you to imagine seeing a grid on the screen filled with the faces that you recognize. People that trust your credibility, your expertise. People that know how much knowledge you have on health and well-being. And just see a vape by the side of the screen. And just imagine following a sentence that is impactful and empowering. You imagine picking up the vape in the way you normally would and vaping on screen where all of your clients can see. Notice their expressions. Maybe surprise or shock or confusion. Maybe one thinks it's a prank. And see the penny drop as some of them make the evaluation of incongruence, of someone that does not walk their talk. And notice that when you make the evaluation, that they're making the evaluation, it feels that the should is turning into a must. That the straw is breaking the camel's back. That just because you can doesn't mean you will. And if it reaches that point where you are committed to no longer vaping again, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. Just allow that new identity to start calibrating with who you are, and just imagine the next few days what it would be like throwing away a vape. Just imagine that for the next few days and weeks, you align with being someone that vaped for a while but decided it wasn't for you. That you align with someone that just doesn't want to do that anymore. And imagine telling yourself that to test if this is an addiction or just a bad habit that's easy to break, tell yourself that the price for admission now, if you ever decide to vape in the future, is that whenever you feel the urge to vape, you would hold your thumb up to your nose and wiggle your fingers like you're making a face, the kind of face that a 5-year-old makes to someone else in the playground that they're being cheeky to. And while it's fine for a 5-year-old, you might feel silly doing that at your age. But if it was truly an addiction, you'd be happy to do that whenever you felt that urge, because that would be the most important thing. And if you could imagine that that's the price of admission for you vaping again, you might find that that desire never actually appears. And go forward in time and imagine it's been a year of you not vaping. Imagine you found new ways of connecting with yourself, new outlets that are empowering, that have nothing to do with food, nicotine, or vaping. You found a way to connect with yourself or reward yourself that is empowering, beneficial, perhaps even inspiring. Maybe to your daughter or someone in the past. And imagine it's been a year or 2 years in the future, and just imagine seeing that someone else that you know vapes is telling you that they've stopped and that you were the inspiration for it. Feel that sense of pride. Feel the emotion that comes from you shaping someone's life. Not from what you said, but from what you did. And if that feels like a wonderful feeling, let me know by nodding your head. I want you to get a sense that you are planting a seed in your subconscious mind, that this isn't about being someone you're not. This is about being someone you're proud to be, where you walk your talk full of integrity, that you feel aligned with who you really are. And just imagine yourself a year from now talking on stages. See yourself activating a new level that comes from this alignment, that comes from this integrity, that comes from activating a powerful resource inside you. Not to prove anyone wrong, but just to be the best version you can be. Imagine that future where anything is possible. And it starts today. And if you're ready to commit to being this new identity that doesn't need to vape, doesn't want to vape, has no desire for anything with nicotine, anything based on this short-term gratification that you inhale, let me know by nodding your head. And then imagine leaving that home and finding yourself back there on a beach. Imagine leaving the lounger, and as you leave the lounger and walk along the beach, where the sand meets the sea, feel the coolness of the water on your toes, feel you are a non-vapor. You have no desire to vape. You are you and proud to be you. And when you return to the present, you return to the present as a non-vapor, someone committed to throwing away any old vapes. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Imagine stepping back through the picture of the beach, back into the here and now as I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling resourceful, aligned, full of integrity, and committed to the very best version of you, starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.